Welcome to the Saturday headlines. Elliotte Friedman. We're all even in Chicago, Elliotte, with the Jets. And the Canadiens, this is their first scoreless through two all year for Toronto. First scoreless through two all year. This sounds like a bad story for the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, look, it is. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's a big challenge for their playoff hopes, and the Oilers are bracing for the possibility that Mattias Ekholm could be out for the season. Just a pretty innocuous-looking play that Ekholm suffered last night, and immediately the news after the game was it wasn't good. They haven't said anything officially yet because I still think they're trying to determine the exact recovery period. That's number one. Number two, there's no confirmation on the exact injury, although there's been some rumbling that it's not the same one that he came back from to play in this particular game. But they are preparing for the potential worst possible scenario, as that is he might not play the rest of this year. So I think they'll wait till they get the exact follow-ups from their doctors to say what the expected timeline is, but they are definitely preparing for the possibility he won't play the rest of this year. Also tonight, Gabriel Landeskog is playing back-to-back for Colorado Eagles of the American Hockey League. Landeskog made his return after 3 years last night. He did say after the game he'd have to wait to see how he felt today to judge the possibility of playing this evening. He said he's okay to go, and he is taking warm-ups for the game that starts in about 15 minutes. The best possible news for Landeskog as well is that he was supposed to play about 10 minutes last night. He ended up playing closer to 15, so it was a good first note, but I have been cautioned, Ron, there is still a long way to go here.
So, Elliotte, this is the Sports Business Journal, March 17th edition, and it's a story on Alex Ovechkin and the Great Eight Chase, which was patented, that name, and there were 15 different NHL licensees involved in this marketing of this. And when I saw that story, it got me thinking about what you said last night about Montreal fans are organic, I think is what you said.
Close.
Yes. Ivan Demidov.
I think orgasmic was the word I used. Geez. Close, yes. But
Fridays, it's okay.
So Demidov came to Toronto. He skated this morning. There are a lot of media there for a non-morning skate for the Canadiens. There was a lot of media there just to watch him go for a twirl with Arbor Jacki, who welcomed him on ice, and a couple other teammates. He's watching the game tonight. And the reason he came to Toronto was because it was also to get his U.S. work visa at the U.S. Embassy, because if they play on the road as soon as this weekend in the Stanley Cup playoffs, he's going to need the U.S. visa as well. So all eyes are on Monday against the Blackhawks, assuming nothing weird happens between now and then. The hope is that he will make his NHL debut that night.
It's interesting. I don't know. Have you heard as a line mate? That's been sort of rumble.
Martin St. Louis, he's too smart for that. He's playing it close to the vest. He's saying he's not telling us yet.
Because Craig Simpson was saying it's funny. He's the passer line tonight in the game at least. It would be interesting if he becomes the receiver of Demidov. Okay, finally the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah. So Vancouver got eliminated from the playoffs this week, but they have some business that they're going to need to clear up towards the end of the season. Number one, Rick Tocchet. And Tocchett's full contract is up. There is a team option for next year. Vancouver had indicated that they would maybe hold him to the team option. If he was going to coach next year, it would be in Vancouver. That set, it seems the Canucks have kind of cooled down on that one a little bit. And the one thing I do believe is nobody, not Tocchet, not the Canucks, want this to drag into the end of the season, after the end of the season, too long into the summer. I think you're going to see how this is going to work out come down pretty quickly at the end of the season. I think that both sides want to make sure that everybody knows where they're going, what's happening, so that they can get on with the rest of their plans in the summer. Number two, Brock Besser. Ian McIntyre had a big article this week where Besser said he thought it was unlikely he would stay in Vancouver. I understand the big issue here is term. Ron, I never say never, but term is the issue that both Besser and the Canucks have found hard to bridge.